This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has attended the 46th graduation ceremony of cadet pilot officers at Khalifa bin Zayed Air College in Al Ain. Also present at the event was the Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and the ruler's representative in the Eastern region, His Highness Sheikh Tahnoon bin Mohammed Al Nahyan. Also attending the event were the Minister of State for Defence Affairs, His Excellency Mohammed Ahmed Al Bawardi, the Chief of Staff of the UAE Armed Forces, Lieutenant General Hamad Mohammed Thani Al Rumaithi, and the Under Secretary of the Court of the Abu Dhabi ruler's representative in the Eastern region, Sheikh Hazza bin Thanoon Al Nahyan. Following the UAE national anthem, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed inspected the cadets, who also saluted the UAE Vice President before taking their oath and pledge of allegiance to the UAE and its President. The ruler of Dubai praised the college and expressed pride in the graduates and their commitment to serve and protect their country, calling on them to continue their training and to strive for more academic achievements. A fire that broke out on a building in Palm Jumeira last night was put out, with authorities reporting that there were no injuries. Dubai authorities confirmed that a fire broke out late on Monday at the Adriatic building in Palm Jumeira. Residents from the building and surrounding areas were asked to evacuate, while several teams of fire crews from Al Quoz, Hamriya and Karama rushed to the site, battled the blaze on the middle and upper floors of the building. According to local reports, Mahmoud Hamad, a spokesperson for Dubai Civil Defence, was quoted as saying that the building was safely evacuated and no injuries were reported, with the fire extinguished by 2 a.m. The Dubai Media Office kept updating their Twitter feed, reporting on the fire, as many concerned Dubai residents took to Twitter, sharing images and videos of the fire. Authorities have not yet confirmed the cause of the blaze, and investigations are currently underway. A full-scale emergency exercise will be conducted at Abu Dhabi International Airport from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Abu Dhabi Airport said that response teams from various units, including airport operations, security, fire and rescue, police and medical services, will test their coordinated response to an emergency situation. The airport will continue to operate as normal during the drill, which is in accordance with civil aviation regulations issued by the General Civil Aviation Authority and in compliance with standards and recommendations stipulated by the International Civil Aviation Organization. As the UAE aims to be one of the top 25 ranked nations globally in gender equality, women leaders from over 20 countries in Asia, Africa, South America and the Middle East attended the 4th Asia Women's Summit in Dubai and discussed ways to empower women in emerging economies. While stating that gender-based inequality still exists in many emerging economies, leading women activists highlighted that successful women who are in positions of power should try to get more women on board, as figures suggest that an estimated 1% increase in gender inequality reduces a country's Human Development Index by 0.75%. Although much has been done to address the gaps between legal provisions and practice in gender laws, it was revealed that it is still proving difficult to break down harmful social norms and transform discriminatory attitudes towards women, as unequal distribution of resources, power and wealth are holding back many women in many countries. Officials stressed that by educating more women, improving their skills in various fields and offering finance to women entrepreneurs, the quality of their life can be greatly improved. As per 2014 UN figures, while 143 countries have guaranteed equality between men and women in their constitutions, it was revealed that some form of discrimination against women still exists in business, politics and economic fields.
I think, firstly, women need to unite. And you have a stronger voice when you are many. We have a saying again at home that says, when we are divided, you will fall, but together you will stand. So doing things in silos will not make a great impact. However, if you come together and you speak powerfully, I made reference to the 20,000 women that signed petitions. Remember those days, there were no cell phones. There were not even the telephones. So they went to villages and got the signatures, and 20,000 women came by train and buses, but because they had that passion and edge to make a difference and to change the status quo of women in our country, that they managed to do that. How much more with so much technology and facilities that we have? So women, it starts with the ideology of coming together, uniting for a common cause and making a difference, especially to help those that are less fortunate than yourselves.
Between men and women, they are not given equal opportunity. Give them the chance and the world will be amazed. Include them in negotiations, in peace negotiations, and they'll amaze you. But so far, women have not been given equal opportunity as men. And in politics, women are shy of entering the political field because they are not accepted. Okay, and even those women who succeed, they label them as male feminists. So the issue is a combination of factors. It's not monocausal. I cannot say there's one challenge, but it is global.
While women are a majority in many countries and are considered the key decision makers at home, women leaders attending this summit revealed that although 52% of jobs are headed by women across the world, less than 5% hold CEO positions. Among other topics, the summit also featured many talks and sessions about the radical steps and solutions required to position more women in leadership roles.
I think the challenge, I believe, we all have to pay very close attention to the youth, because I think the youth is the one that is the future. And definitely, if you look at the process of a family growth, women plays a key role in any growth. And I think, if they play extra attention to the youth here, which, most of the countries in Africa and other Asia countries, more than 50% are youth, young age. So I think education and so is a key part, definitely. And I think, the women leaders can really give a great message to the local community that gives a good output in the long run.
Senior officials at the Roads and Transport Authority on Monday confirmed that the legal driving age in Dubai will remain at 18 years of age. Responding to a media report, the CEO of the RTA's licensing agency, Ahmad Hashim Behrozian, was quoted as saying that the RTA has not agreed to lower the age limit required to drive in Dubai. The UAE's federal traffic law specifies the age limit for driver's license applicants, and according to the law, the legal age to drive in the UAE is 18. However, a person can begin his or her driving training at 17 years and 6 months. Officials from the RTA quoted in the report were not in favour of reducing the minimum age set for driver licence applicants, as in their opinion, it is contrary to the principles of traffic safety. In 2014, a local newspaper reported that there was a federal proposal to bring down the cut-off age to applying for vehicle licences. The call to lower the legal driving age was made with the idea of reducing the cases of underage boys breaking the law and driving without a licence. And the Roads and Transport Authority has recently announced the formal operation of a solar-powered Abra, with this scheme part of Dubai government's green economy for a sustainable environment initiative. According to local reports, Abdullah Yusuf Al-Ali, the CEO of the RTA's public transport agency, was quoted as saying that the Abra is the first public marine transit mode powered by solar energy in the Middle East. Officials added that the project was intended to convert an Abra powered by electricity into an Abra powered by solar energy through fitting the roof of the Abra with solar panels along with other operational accessories. Officials revealed that a specialist company conducted a balance test during a one-month trial run of the Abra at Al Jaddaf. The results showed that the solar system can charge the battery up to 100% every day, and the stored power can drive the Abra for 5 hours at normal operating speed. The system requires about 6 daytime hours to recharge the battery to full. The RTA stated that it is focused on creative initiatives for curbing its carbon footprint and using alternative energy in mass transit. And finally, in the bulletin, Dubai's first permanent aqua-based show, Lalo Pearl, is now in the 9th week of the training information stage at Studio City. The Lalo Pearl Theatre in Al Habtoor City will open its doors in January to the creators of the show, directed by Franco Dragone. The production is set to preview in mid-2017 with 450 performances a year and aims to set a new benchmark for iconic productions in the Emirates. Ahead of the move to the theatre, organisers invited the press to a behind-the-scenes look at the training stage of the innovative show. The production team and cast are currently rehearsing in the world's largest soundstage at Studio City and have turned it into a state-of-the-art training space for the performers. Lalo Pearl will feature a cast of 65 world-class artists and athletes from 23 countries performing aqua, aerial and acrobatic feats. The training space features various technical apparatus, the frames which stage different performance elements such as parkour, fixed cradle and Korean cradle. Alongside the swinging rings, banquin and slack lines, a circus art developed from rock climbing. The cross-trained performers practice diving into a pool from a height of 11 meters and flying around the space on high-powered winches and bungee cords. The Lalo Pearl Theatre will feature 1,300 seats and aqua stage filled with 2.7 million litres of water powered by hydraulic lifts that enables the stage to change from a dry platform to an aquatic stage.
In here, which is our training and formation space for Lalo Pearl, we're running about 7 trainings right now. Behind me, you've got diving, where we're diving from up to 11 metres, working up to what will be 25 metres in the show. Right behind us, we've got slackline, highly tensioned 2-inch webbing that they're doing amazing acrobatics on, training the sequences that will end up in our show. Behind us, we've got the frames, huge apparatus where we're doing Korean cradle, fixed cradle, parkour, all sorts of acrobatics on there. And over here, we've got bungee straps, performers flying on a winch at 4 meters a second through the air on a bungee like you'd bungee jump on.
A typical day, I'd say it starts around 9 in the morning. Then they would go for warm-up and body preparation. When this is done, we start the first session around 10 in the morning. That will run until 5:36 in the afternoon, and we run up to 5 to 6 sessions actually per day. So the load on their body is actually really heavy, and the level of preparation then needs to be very, very high.
The unique performance concept for the region has brought together some of the world's leading creative athletes and performers. The press tour gave insights into the intense training schedule for the cast and the performing techniques included in the show. The versatile artists specialize in one performance discipline but are trained across the board. Slackliners learn aerial and floor acrobatics, and athletes and divers train in artistic expression and movement. An elite team of coaches, health and wellness specialists are also on site to support the cast. When the production moves into the theatre in January, the creative narrative and choreographic expression will be developed and is set to embody the spirit of Arabia.
What we're doing here is we're training these performers to be able to do anything. And so whatever Franco asks for, they will be able to do. So that flavor of Arabia, if he indeed asks for that, they will be able to do that because they can do anything. These are 46 out of the 65 of the most talented artists in the world. He searched around the world and auditioned thousands and thousands of people to handpick each and every one of them. So for sure, when it comes to the time that the show is being created, Franco will ask them to do things, and I'm very confident that they will all be able to do that.